Hey guys, Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here with our PSN Spotlight on the Jonesboro Cardinals football team as they get ready to wrap things up for the spring, getting ready for their spring game this week when they take on Lovejoy. But I got a chance to go down and check them out and catch up with head coach DeTimothy Floyd, who says he's really proud of what he's seen from his guys the past few weeks.
I think these couple of weeks with the guys, we've been really coming together a lot more. It's been more effort. More leadership is starting to take place. So a lot of the intangible type things, I think that we're really getting control of.
All right. This past season, really good season for you all, and especially such a big jump from the previous season. I want to say 3-7 that previous season to 8-4, second round of the playoffs. What do you feel like was the biggest difference in such a, really that's a big turnaround?
I think the biggest difference, some of those young guys we had, they grew up quite a bit. Some of the seniors, they stepped up and took more of a leadership role, and we just had they were able to fight through a lot of adversity, and I think that dated back to FCA camp, and then it carried over to the season. We were down quite a bit in some of those games, and they just kept fighting. And that was a mindset that they picked up over the summer, I believe.
All right. And while the season didn't end the way you all would have wanted it to, what do you feel was some of the biggest takeaways that the guys, walked away from once the season did come to an end?
I think one of the biggest is being able to fight through adversity. Because it was a few times in the season where it was a lot of adverse situations that they came together and fought through. Another is once we focus and get everybody on the same page that we can get some things taken care of. And I think I'm really proud of those seniors that left, because their junior year we were 3-7, and they took it upon themselves to help carry the team to a much better season the year after.
All right, and as I mentioned earlier, you guys have the spring game that'll wrap up things for you for the spring before you take a break and then get back to it for summer workouts. What are some of the things you and your staff are looking to kind of see on Thursday when you guys get into your spring game?
So first of all, we want to come out healthy, and we want to see how physical we can be, how fast we can play, and just compete. And those are the three biggest things.
All right. And you talked about senior leadership. How important is it going to be for you this year to kind of rely on those guys that are stepping into that role? They got to be the voices on the field for you.
It's huge. Leadership is always huge, and we've added in a couple of leadership classes, and they've really taken it to it, and they have more responsibilities now. I can see the growth in them from January when we started workouts to this day. So we just got to keep pushing, and we're trying to get the concept of leader in every locker, because it's everybody's responsibility, from me on down to the ninth grader that's trying to fight and get some JV time. So it's everybody's responsibility.
All right, and one more before I let you go, Coach. Obviously, again, going back to this past season being a really good season for you all, getting into the playoffs and getting into the second round. For you personally as a coach, you've been doing this a long time, but just how important was it for you just to be able to walk away seeing what Jonesboro has done and what it means to just the Jonesboro community, the Clayton County community when it comes to high school football here in Georgia?
I think the things the guys were able to accomplish last year was huge. I think one of the reasons it was huge is because we had a lot of sophomores playing. And I think it's always important for them to get a feel of the playoffs. When it comes to the community, to say that I think it's a great thing that the community kind of, when they have teams in the playoffs, they come together and root for those teams. I think that's huge for Clayton County, and it really put add an extra positive mindset or attitude towards Clayton County from people that's not in Clayton County.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for a couple of minutes, and I know you guys are going to be grinding this summer. Hopefully I get a chance to come back down and check you all out, but definitely want to thank you for your time and wish you guys good luck.
Thank you for having us. Let's go Burrow.
All right, thanks to Coach Floyd and the Jonesboro Cardinals for allowing me to stop by and being a part of this PSN Spotlight, and looking forward to seeing them in action when the 2024 season gets underway. For these stories and more, make sure you check us out at PrepSportsNation.net, and don't forget to check out our YouTube highlight channel, Prep Sports Nation. I'm Damian Lewis for Prep Sports Nation.